I bob un sy'n fodlon, dan o'i faneredd. Mae gan Iesu goron brian hael nos nef. Lle yw a Satan sydd yn gwrdd yn awr. Mae gan blantau gafran yn yr hafel mawr.
Our thanks there to the London Welsh Male Voice Choir, a special opening to greet our first ever Welsh-born candidate. Good evening and welcome to The Apprentice, You're Fired, where we're 3/4 of the way through Lord Sugar's search for his new business partner. With the help of unseen footage, we'll be digesting the ingredients of the ready meal task and casting our eye over the rest who are left. First, let's meet our specially selected panel. Ready meal entrepreneur Charlie Bigham, The One Show's Alex Jones and comedian Fred MacAulay. Welcome to You're Fired. Tonight's task of creating a new ready meal left one candidate not being to Lord Sugar's taste.
Alex, I think you're a young, enthusiastic chap, and I want to send you off with a bit of advice. Try and stick to something, right, and you're going to succeed, OK? But at the moment, Alex, it is with regret. You're fired.
Thank you very much for the opportunity, Karen and Nick as well. Thank you.
Let us have a special welcome for Alex Mills.
Guide me, O the great Jehovah, pilgrim through his
Alex, a very special welcome to us. I know we felt we should do this because we know that you are of a nationality which is unusual to us on this show. Yes, you were the first candidate born... You've mentioned this once or twice. You've mentioned you just once or twice during this long process.
We'll keep a welcome in the hillside.
I'm from Wales. I'm from Wales, I am. I love it. Wales is amazing. It's fresh Viagra. I don't need any of that. I'm from Wales. Don't worry, I don't think we're going to have any 50 Shades of Grey nonsense. Then again, I am Christian Grey of the Valley.
You've been a magical ambassador for the Principality.
Thank you.
You've been very proud of that. Has the response been... You're even wearing a pin now. Great. Has it been...
I am indeed.
The response has been very positive?
Well, yeah, it's been brilliant. I mean, Wales has been all behind me all the way, which is great. But, I do feel as though I do have to clarify that I'm not from Transylvania. So
yes,
I do need to kind of force the point forward.
Alex, I'm sorry to get straight to this. Two questions. Firstly, are you all called Alex? That's the question we have.
Only the good ones. Only the good ones.
OK.
Only the good ones.
On the way out, they present you with your Alex papers that you get to be Alex. As a prince, have you been proud of what this Alex has done?
As you said, Dara, a very good ambassador for the country. Everybody's been right behind you. You've done amazingly well. I mean, still only 22 and got so far. Those eyebrows, we all love them. We've fallen in love with you. And I think, even though I'm gutted that you were fired, I'm so glad that you're here tonight and I get a chance to meet you.
Thank you. I'm gutted as well.
Are you gutted? Are you gutted? Are you a bit... And look, listen, I want you to take the stage. I want you to just soliloquy at this stage. I want you just to take a moment just to tell us of your disappointment. And take as long as you need. Take as long as you need.
The thing is, OK, I mean, sitting back there, I can completely understand from a commercial point of view. Don't ask me to microwave it. I don't know how to use a microwave.
How many times did you need to do that exactly?
Make sure it's blinking cooked. They're not going to give him food poisoning. It's deadly dinners accompanied with bloody salmonella.
Oh dear, I know it was. You're pain at not being made manager as well. I mean, that's, you know, that went on for weeks.
Yeah, I mean, you know, at the end of the day, you know, I put myself forward quite passionately on some tasks, but the point is, just because you're not project manager doesn't mean that you still do not give a full involvement.
Of
You know,
course,
at the end of the day, it's the team that wins, it's not the captain.
No one could ever
know.
say you didn't give full involvement throughout this process. But
Committed individual.
Oh, entirely, yeah, and should be. For 8 weeks, we felt the desperation, your desperate pain to be a project manager, and when it finally happened tonight, it was gutting to see you choke on a deadly dinner.
I love the geography thing, foods from around the world, educating kids, and I think that mums and dads and the shop owners will actually buy into it. A name I had is Popty Ping. The reason is that Popty Ping is actually Welsh for microwave. Look, here's an idea now. I got Popty there on the gondola. Italian, isn't it?
What does that tell you about geography?
Nothing. Popty Ping, lovely little dishes.
Adults personally would prefer the geography thing.
I'm going to go with the geography idea. I really am.
Why didn't you stick to your original idea? Are you weak?
My mind is going so much on these two blinking ideas. It's tearing me apart.
In the next 5 minutes, which one have we got the most chance of doing a great job on?
Deadly dinners.
And in that moment, why didn't you stick with it?
The thing is that the point is, as Lord Sugar's obviously demonstrated on some previous tasks, is that I do go quite gun-ho, as you said,
Yeah.
I'm happy to dress up as Herbert the Pervert. But
Yeah.
the point is that you go gun-ho on these things, and sometimes, because I am a little bit, enthusiastic, sometimes I may miss a crucial decision. Obviously, listening to a parent within the group,
Yeah.
I thought I should probably listen to him more, and I shouldn't have.
And so you possibly overcompensated in order to not seem as if you're gung-ho.
Yeah. The point is, if being fired has proven two things as far as I'm concerned, one, clearly my branding is always right, and number two, Miles is clearly a bad parent.
That's the takeaway message from tonight.
Yes.
Because to Miles, if he's watching. Because I think Popty Ping is brilliant. I think Popty Ping is a superb idea. I think it doesn't have to be the whole branding.
No.
Right? It just has to be the charming cartoon character in the middle of it. I mean, and like something like that. I mean, Charlie, you know, they're under your names, the Brigham Foods. But Popty Ping is a cute idea. And is nobody doing that?
Yeah, no, that could work. That could work. You could build a nice character around that, kid's character. The big mistake was, if you're setting up a business, you have to have strength in your own conviction. And, Miles, obviously Miles talked you out of it. You shouldn't have let him.
You, Alex, have spoken. You've actually mentioned that Popty Ping is the Welsh for microwave on the One Show.
Yeah. Popty Ping's a great word, but even I can see, Alex, that it might be a little bit narrow in terms of the rest of Britain. I liked your geography idea, and I think, as you said, you should have stuck to your guns.
Yeah.
Miles clearly didn't know what he was talking about.
No.
Parent or no parent.
Fred, parent, did you think this is a better
Well,
idea?
actually, we've got a character in Scotland called Popty Ping, and we use it to teach our kids about passing wind in public.
Alex, you bit the dust tonight, but someone else almost had their skull cracked open.
Healthy, horrible food. Kids, they love everything gruesome. Bat, blood and prawn pasta. Brussels sprouts become zombies' eyeballs.
Lethal lasagna, homicidal hummus.
I do think the brand's really strong. I would be proud to show that to someone.
Deadly dinners. What does that say to you?
Keep it away from kids.
It's deadly and it's horrible.
I, as a parent, tend not to buy anything with skulls.
Miles, the fatal error is got your customer wrong.
What you don't realise until you actually see, this is the Deadly Dinners pack that was touted around so unsuccessfully to all the retailers there. That's the pack there. Isn't the fact that there's a large white skull there, it's that it's actually on another larger dark skull behind it, right? If you'd put the white skull on something, but it's actually, so it's like horrible, dangerous food, but with an undercurrent of even more danger. I don't know, if you hadn't made it grey as well.
Yeah.
Greys have like a bad colour in terms of, it's like rancid meat.
Yeah, but it's the thing is, though, I mean, as I said, you've got to follow something through with conviction, and the point is that, even though it wasn't really what the idea I wanted to do, the point is I'm still going to do it as best as I can, and let's be honest, that is the most gruesome thing you've probably seen.
The secret to good packaging, surely, it's in the choice of the colours as much as in the choice of the images, presumably. I mean, grey is just wrong.
Getting noticed is important on the shelf. You walk into a supermarket, there are 18,000 items in the average supermarket. So getting noticed is really, really important.
OK, so which path did you take to get noticed?
Well, we took the path of actually making our food taste nice to get noticed.
See, this is genius. This is why. I know. It's so obvious when he says it. But like, were you like? I mean, would you know? Is it for Nola child even?
I don't think it's that bad.
Do you want to look at
It's the type of thing that I suppose, you know, when you're little and you kind of try and get things into the trolley that your parents notice, and it's that type of thing, isn't it? I think, you know, your idea, because you said we should put more fruit and vegetables around the skull, you probably should have just covered the skull with fruit and vegetables, at least the big white one.
Yeah.
But kind of the black one, it blends. It's all right. It's not the worst thing.
No, I think the worst thing would have been if you put a picture of you as Herbert on the front. Nobody's going to eat that. But it is slightly worrying that the branding is more important than the food stuff.
One of the things that surprised me in this task, actually, for both teams, was that the project manager decided to sit on the branding, not on the food.
Yeah.
You know, to me, it's extraordinary. That's what I do all day, is I taste food and I eat food.
Yeah,
it's all about what it tastes like.
No, I understand that, but the point is, from someone like myself, I mean, you know, I don't deal with microwaves anyway, and I especially don't have children or anything like that. But the point is, my skills are more set towards branding.
But do you eat?
Yes. Occasionally. The point is that my skill set is more based towards branding. And, you know, as I said, is that I don't feel as though anyone else in the team would have carried out a job better than myself, even though it is a bad job, at least it's done properly. You know.
Why don't you do microwaves? What's your problem with microwaves?
I haven't had one of those for years. My mother doesn't use it. She's a good cook, my mum, so there we go. We don't need microwaves.
You live at home, don't you?
Yes.
OK, that would explain why you don't use it. OK, sorry. Fair enough. Sorry, apologies. Man, 2 years' time. Ding! That's going to be your life. Trust me, it's all ahead of you. All right, but even when it wasn't your pitch, you still made your presence felt. Let's just relive that beautiful moment.
We're really passionate about what we created, and we're here. We're so happy to show you what we've got. I mean, the industry itself, it really does seem to have gone through a bit of a revolution over the last few years. It's, excuse the noise in the background. He's just preparing, by the way, for you something nice to eat. So, I think this has really been part of fueling the market.
The microwave's not on.
Press the big button at the bottom. See if
Press at the start, is it?
Yeah.
We also looked at vegetarians.
Did you not know that was going hideously wrong? Were you not aware?
No, I didn't realise it was quite loud. You see, the point is, as I said, is that I haven't had enough practice with these microwavable meals to quite get the fork pop.
Yeah.
To get it quite white was discreet.
You don't need to do it 9 times. You're like, I want no plastic. Damn the plastic. Be gone, plastic. I want to get rid of it at this stage.
I want it cooked.
Have you ever screwed up at a pitch?
I think my worst one was when I went to a supermarket and just about to start cooking, and the fire alarm went off, and we all had to evacuate the building. Maybe because of something I'd done, and then I had to do the pitch in the car park.
While the burning food is still in the air, being doused by the fire. Any of an item go wrong on the show? On the one show, you obviously jumping around. People are presumably cooking all the time.
Well, funny you should say that, Dara, because we've had a fire alarm live on the show.
Really? And did you do the show from the car park?
No, we just left. It was amazing. We could go home at 7:15 for once. It was all because of a jacket potato.
Really?
In a microwave.
You're right, you know. Stay away from them.
Deadly.
Poppety ping, evil poppety ping, and it's craziness. All right, we also got to see a side of Leah tonight that we hadn't seen before. That is what she looks like on the attack.
I'm glad you brought Leah in because I've got a few questions to ask her, not just on this task here, but also about what you think you've contributed in the last 9 weeks.
Week in, week out, I perform in whatever role I am given. I have delivered. I don't think you can say that I haven't performed. I am the most reliable, consistent person in this process. I am the person that will deliver. I am the type of person that you would give £250,000 with it and think she isn't going to go off and do something crazy with it. I am a sensible person. I deliver task after task after task. I have performed in every single sector. I have outperformed Miles on every task. This man has been in business for 23 years. I have just about been on the planet that long.
Give me strength. You've spoken more in the last 10 minutes than you've done in the last 9 weeks.
It was impressive, though. It was impressive from Leah, suddenly from nowhere. Because Leah seems, you know, efficient but quiet and, you know, hadn't had to fight.
Yeah, but, you know, I mean, Leah is a lovely, pleasant individual and such like that, you know, and I think that, you know, because she was brought back into the boardroom, I do feel as though obviously she probably needed to give it a bit back, you know, to reinstate her point. And...
Man, did she ever.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Oh, yeah. Hey, listen, I know women from Northern Ireland, and they're well capable of doing that. That is, they'll fight their corner, like, whatever. But this is impressive. This is the first time we've seen that from her.
Yeah, really impressive. And I mean, the thing that really stood out for me after she delivered this great speech and why she should stay, and then Miles cut her off so unpleasantly at the end. I mean, I can't remember what he said, but something like, save your advice and just be quiet. And I thought that really stuck with me, and he needs to go.
I think some of the polish is coming off Miles, do you think of it? You know, he's very polished and we're just getting beneath that veneer and seeing, you know, a little bit of the manipulation, maybe.
If we find out that he's actually not that ripped, it'll be enormous. If we find out actually he was wearing like a see-through kind of girdle that had a
one of those blow-up suits.
Yeah, one of those ones people spray. You know the one. Where you spray paint the six paint on. Yeah, it's great. Do you use Marcel? He's fantastic. He's exceptionally good at it. There. Your Welshness, by the way, has been one of your most notable features, but other things almost preceded you.
I feel pretty, oh so pretty. I feel pretty and
My eyebrows are going to keep me in shape. Oh, so nice. My eyebrows are perfection.
I can't ask this any other way. Why do you do that to your face?
That was the way I was born, so I can't really control that.
No, really, seriously, if you let them run rampant, where would they go to?
No, basically, towards the edges here, they're kind of like spidery hairs. So basically, I just have those off just to tidy it up a little bit. But they do look like seagulls in flight. It's great.
Get back here, right? There is no way that there is... You know, you've taken a little bit too much off here.
No, no, that's with the end. Honestly, the end there, and they kind really? Kind of go down. So I have
really? You're right to stop that.
It's like an inverted Jason, it just goes down.
Really? You're just born with that? I presume that you had overdone it, and then you come one of these things where you're like, you know, oh, got to take a bit more off this. Oh, no, now I'm going to take more of this, and now I'm going to take more of this, and then suddenly you're just left with that. It's good luck. Is it a good look? Is it, you know?
I think it's a good look, because they are nearing a V, yet you manage not to look sinister. Weirdly.
Are you looking at me?
I think he's definitely achieved sinister.
You can overpluck.
Yeah.
But I think you're just within the plucking boundaries there.
Are the and we should say this very carefully, are the plucking boundaries at the point where you look astonished for no particular reason? Is that what you've got to watch out for?
Yeah, you don't look too surprised. You look surprised, but not too surprised.
Alex, can you please show us surprised? I want to see surprised. But I will confess a certain jealousy. I don't have much in the way of eyebrows or hair. If I had those, I'd be growing them and combing over.
Let's hear now what Lord Sugar and your former colleagues have to say about you.
I've been impressed in the way that Alex applied himself in this process. He's very energetic, but I'm concerned that Alex loses focus and he jumps from one business idea to another.
Well, I think Alex is great. I think he's really inconsistent.
Alex, I think, can be slightly, volatile and unpredictable.
I think that Alex's face, midway through day one, told a real story. He was wearing the stress of the world on his shoulders.
Alex is a young man with many admirable qualities, but he didn't stick to his guns on this task. I need a business partner that has more self-belief and judgment, and that's why Alex had to go.
You're one of those who's come through this process and been left with a very, very clear message, or very clear from Lord Sugar about focusing. I mean, was that important to you? Do you think there's something in there for you to take from this?
Yes, certainly. I mean, the point is that, Lord Sugar was completely right, and I totally agree with the firing. But, at the end of the day, if I'm not going to get a £250,000 investment, at least I'm going to take that away. And to be schooled by such a business icon at such a young age, it's an experience one can only dream of.
So you've gone from a slate business, wasn't it? And then into...
The story behind it is basically slate markets, that what I was providing, I felt it kind of peaked. And the legal industry is always something that's very much interests me. I always feel as though it's so complex, whether you're setting up a business or anything, you know, you're going back and forth to different people individually, and I wanted to unite that.
Are you not worried about the lack of training in law?
The point is that I like to think that the way that I think applies a different mentality to it. The point is I'm not the one defending you in court and such like that. I'm just kind of taking a mechanical look on the whole thing and trying to improve it and make it a bit better. And that's what my goal is.
Okay, when you started the business, how long did you feel before you were comfortable? It's a long-term commitment.
It's a long-term commitment, but I think you have to get started. I admire Alex. Get stuck in. Get stuck in early. You have to adapt as you go along. You might make a few mistakes. We all do. But, you know, get stuck in and don't procrastinate.
OK, let's take a look at the winning team and the chef who forgot the most important stage of the cooking process.
I have no idea about cooking. I genuinely wouldn't even know where to start. I've got like a three-tiered recipe. I don't know what passata is. Patatas? Passata?
It's exactly like you'd cook a stir-fry.
I don't cook stir-fries. I've been royally stitched up by my team members. Can you burn chicken?
Yeah.
Put the spaghetti, throw it at a wall. If it sticks, it's ready.
Do you think people were disappointed that they liked the brand, but then when they tried it...
Come on, Louisa, keep stabbing me.
How did you think it tasted?
I didn't even taste it. I literally...
You didn't taste your own food?
I just made it as quickly as possible, know what
That is the most bizarre explanation that I have ever heard in my life.
It's astonishing. Who wouldn't taste their own food?
Astonishing. You know...
I mean, your instinct, surely, it's the first thing, it's directly in front of you. You're about to feed it to other people.
I know. But, you know, and she said at the beginning that she's not a big cook. But, I mean, Charlie, correct me if I'm wrong, but if you're selling a ready meal, isn't it surely all about the taste?
You'd presume so, but then was she shafted by the other two?
Yes, because Louisa should have... I mean, she
Louisa,
had a
who
background...
runs a bakery shop.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And she was, you know, she's on the phone giving her all these instructions, put paprika in it. And obviously, Francesca is out of her depth. So had Louisa gone in and done it, it would have been, you know, probably, even though they won, but the actual taste, or it would have had some taste.
Yeah. I mean, it was a gamble, because it could have gone hideously wrong for them.
Could have done, but I think what we will see Francesca in is a new TV show called Can't Cook, Don't Cook, Won't Cook. You're not hearing me? I don't cook, will not cook. I do eat, though. I do eat.
But not our own food.
No,
yeah, from our own stuff. Yeah. Neil and Louisa have cast themselves as the alpha male and female of the group, but tonight they bonded over their unusually named Oh My Pow.
Funky food for funky people. Oh. Oh My Pow is in the middle. Boom.
Effective, it's bold.
Really powerful.
It is powerful. We've done it.
Oh My Pow. It's been fun, it's been enjoyable, but I think we've actually come up with a really great brand.
I really, really liked working with Neil.
Are you powerful enough? Are you powerful enough? Damn
yes,
right.
I am. Give me a cuddle.
We're our dream team, is that what it is?
We are dream team.
Yeah,
We love
love-hate relationship.
Oh, for God's sake. This is what they did. They were hugging each other over Oh My Pow. Powerful food for powerful minds.
But does it not look like the packaging you would see somebody saying, look what they sell in South Korea? You know?
Yeah, I was really hammered in Tokyo, and at 3 o'clock in the morning, I found this. Can you believe it? This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. Well,
almost a wow, isn't it? It's
almost
a wow,
wow,
but just without any taste in it.
Yes, yeah. I also said, we'll add flavour if you buy in bulk, they said. It's almost like a threat. But if you only buy a few, no, you're not getting any flavour at all. But if you buy a minimum 4,000, then we might put some chili powder into them. But until then, nothing for you. No. But Karen did say she saw something in Louisa for the first time.
Yeah, I see what she means. I mean, I'm a bit frightened of Louisa. She did seem to be a little bit more upbeat, a bit more positive. Her and Neil did work well together. I mean, they came up with Oh My Pow, which is not great.
What did you think of the concept, by the way?
The concept was flawed.
The concept was hideous.
The concept
was the wrongest thing you've ever seen in your life, right?
I was being polite.
Thai noodles and carabao chicken.
Appealed to nobody at all.
Yeah, like take some of this and some of that. Like, I mean, and some fusions work. I mean, chicken balti in a pie, magic, lovely. That works beautifully. Sushi on a roast potato, no. They're just Some cultures were not made to cross over in any way.
Yeah.
Okay. It's hideous is the wrong thing. What's the most far out you've gone in your business in terms of mixing these tastes?
Well, you know, it's difficult. If you push it too far, people don't like it. I mean, we actually once did a fantastic dish with duck and chilli and fig. It was delicious. It was delicious, but unfortunately nobody wanted to buy it.
Yeah, you didn't put it with vanilla ice cream, which is the kind of thing that Oh My Pow would have done. It's a ridiculous thing. You were likened, by the way, at the start of this process, way back in week 1, to one particular character. So we've spent some time gathering evidence, and yes, it is you.
Has anyone ever said you look like anyone?
I sometimes get Freddie Mercury.
Dracula?
Dracula! I think some of the other team candidates have never wanted to kind of have me as project manager just because I'm a little bit short in the tooth. This is lovely, isn't it? That's nice. I do have a very interesting face. My mum owns a nursery, and some of the kids are frightened of me. Good morning, girls and boys. Bottoms up.
Okay, I'm going to go to the panel now. Who do you think is going to make the final? If you can name 2 people.
I think Jordan. I think good, you know, savvy on the business front. And my wild card is Louisa. I think she's coming. She's played a clever game, and is getting better and better.
Okay, Alex.
I think it would probably be Neil for me. He seems to be quite feisty, but quite together, and he seems like he's got a plan. I'd like to see a girl in the final, who would be Leah, probably, because I think she's been quite consistent as well. And under her sort of her quietness, she seems to have sort of a quiet confidence, which might come through in the next few weeks, I think.
Fred.
I think that Miles, having survived tonight, might go all the way. I thought he was close to being fired tonight, I thought. And I think Leah, because in one of the previous episodes, somebody said she's got a very good business proposition.
And for the gentleman who's beside us here, I'm going to ask you if you believe that the right decision was made tonight. Should Lord Sugar have fired Alex?
No, mistake.
Really, who should have gone?
Miles.
Miles. Alex?
Definitely not, because The Apprentice would be a duller place without him.
Fred?
Yep, it's a hat trick. I would have fired Miles as well.
Let's throw it out to yourselves. I'm exempting the Welsh London male voice choir from this particular vote. There'll be no block voting in this election. If you agree with Lord Sugar, hold up fired. If you disagree, hold up hired. I'm taking that as an endorsement of you. Congratulations. Yeah, very, very good. I'm saying, absolutely hard it is. Well done. Very good. Good man yourself. We were spoiled for choice, by the way, over what to give you as a gift, right? So we have created a range of pop-de-ping instant meals.
That's terrifying.
Pop-de-ping. And it's been so popular, pop-de-ping, that the merchandising range is already there. I will bring to you the first ever appearance of pop-de-ping.
Brilliant. Thank you.
It's really a joy. Alex, you gave us 9 glorious weeks. Here are your highlights.
Come on! Fresh Viagra. I don't need any of that. I'm from Wales. Colonel. I aim to go further, harder, stronger, longer, and exceed all expectations. I'm 16 stone and I'm still afloat. It's honestly that good. Well, lovely jubbly. 10 dear, no, shake my hand. I'm a very enthusiastic individual. I don't mind dressing up as a scarecrow. Come here, you. Come on up to Fruity Cow! I'm not a shrinking violet. I'll dress how I want. I've actually got some leftover toilet roll. Yeah, no, I was going to say, it's not reused or anything like that. Appearance is definitely very important to me. Focus on the eyes. Bit of a comedian.
He's very funny.
An unusual character.
I just love him.
Ladies and gentlemen, Alex Mill. Sadly, we've run out of time. Thanks to all my guests. Alex will be a guest on Fred's BBC Radio Scotland show, Macaulay & Co, tomorrow morning. If you want the opportunity to be in the running to be Lord Sugar's business partner next year, then please go to our website at bbc.co.uk/apprentice, where you'll find all you need to know on how to apply. If you've got a great business idea, then you could be in with a chance of securing a £250,000 investment. And don't forget that Matt Edmondson's awkward conversations with the fired candidates are also on our website. Next week, the teams have to grow a retail business from market stall to shop, but who will be left on the shelf?
We're going to wear smart jeans and a shirt.
Boring.
You go off and buy some stock for a stall. Smell what sells.
Stack them high, sell it cheap.
We need to land something big.
5 of these.
4 of these.
You go out and buy this. What is this?
Great gift ideas, gift ideas.
You need to shift these dresses. £65.
They're the most risky bloody investments on this planet.
We're here all day.
Did you sell it?
Bit of fun ceramic here.
No.
Don't really want to know, do they?
Nice look, isn't it?
It looks awful.
I know you're on the job, but...
I haven't got a bloody clue what you are talking about.
See you next Wednesday at 10. Good night.